Have you been hanging and banging, brothers and sisters? Have you been in the gym, pumping that iron, and getting yourself in top shape? If so, you need to fuel your body, and nobody can do it better for you at a better price and a better quality product than our friends at Best Price Nutrition. That's bestpricenutrition.com. 1-800-499-4810. They got free shipping on orders over $99 in the USA. They even have a 30-day return policy. Ladies and gentlemen, Best Price Nutrition is where it's at. Listen up, Supermod fans. Chicagoland Games Dice Dojo is the spot for tabletop gamers to enjoy their hobby through great products and even better events. Dice Dojo has the best variety of board games, RPGs, miniature games, and trading card games like Magic and Pokemon in the city. Check out their many events, including dozens of tournaments and their famous free board game night on Wednesdays. Check out their website at chicagolandgames.com or find them on Facebook at Chicagoland Games. Welcome back, everybody, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, as always, Brad Drake. And this is it, everybody, the last day of the Christmas series. And it has been one heck of a month with a lot of fun and changing things up and doing things differently. And we are closing out here with the WWF. The World Wrestling Federation tonight is in the Duluth Entertainment Center in Duluth, Minnesota. We're in rival territory of the AWA. We are not going to be on television, so we don't have to worry about broadcasters. And this is an interesting venue for us. And let's see how big this venue is. Reset, search, Midwest, Minnesota. I think this is a small venue. 5,000, so it's a good size venue. All right, and it is booked for us. So this is, of course, this is the venue that the WWF actually used, and we are actually running the real card, too. So we're doing things as legitimate as possible here. Let's take a look at our absent workers. Nothing but what we normally expect. Backstage incidents. Rip Oliver, who just signed with us to do enhancement matches, has already got himself in trouble. So we find him. He's happy. Butch Reed and Bret Hart. Oh, no. I never heard of Butch Reed being a troublemaker. Have you? We're going to find him. And Moolah and San Martino. San Martino said, Moolah, you're making a mess. She's got to clean up and buy drinks for everybody. And what do we got going on here? Savage has taken Mitch Snow as a protege. All right, let's take a look at this card, everybody. It is a 7-match card. It's a little bit different than, for us than what we're used to. We're going to have Terry Gibbs versus Tom Magee. We're going to once again have the ladies' tag team title on the line as Candice Pardue and Velvet McIntyre once again challenge the Glamour girls. Jimmy Jack Funk is going to mix it up here with Brad Rheingans. Johnny V and Brutus Beefcake are going to continue their feud. Danny Davis and Koko Ware will also be continuing their feud. We got a big tag match here in the semi-main as the Islanders face Bob Orton and Magnificent Muraco. And then our main event here, everybody, we have Hercules versus Billy Jack Haynes in a chain match. That's right, a chain match. It is a rematch from WrestleMania 3. Now, once again, this was the actual card. I'm a little concerned about how we're going to do score-wise here based on the fact that there's not a whole lot of firepower here on this card. We still have the main event carrying the weight, and we'll hope that it does the trick, but chances are good we may lose some popularity on this one, but that's okay. We have plenty of opportunities to gain that popularity back. So well, I got ahead of myself there, everybody. So with all that said, and it was a lot said, let's get to booking. Here we go, Gibbs and Magee in the opener here. And I did some research on Tom Magee, and the way he was in the game wasn't exactly fair to him. So I made some edits, got him a new picture, a correct picture. This guy was a monster. I don't know too much about Tom Magee, but I kind of do now. This guy was an absolute monster. And you want to talk about a great athlete. And no wonder the WWF kept him around so long and tried doing everything they could to get him experience and get him better. This guy's pedigree was unbelievable. He was a major power lifter, a major bodybuilder. He was also trained by the Harts and trained by Stu Hart himself in the dungeon. Tom Magee was like 6'4", 270. This guy was the real deal. And I don't quite know what happened of why things didn't click. I watched about 4 of his matches. It looked like he had to be carried. It wasn't that he didn't know what he was doing, and it wasn't that he was out of position or anything like that. He just, the opponent had to do the work for him. And maybe the guy just didn't get enough matches. That could be. So we're going to try here with him and see what we can do for him. All right, so we have Gibbs versus the Mega Man Magee here. That was his nickname. And Tom Magee is going to get the win here. And of course, I got to adjust this. One thing I didn't do was check. Here we go with this crap. Terry Gibbs was excellent. So we got to make a note here of Terry Gibbs' stamina. Terry Gibbs was an excellent wrestler. There's no reason he couldn't go 12 minutes. It's one thing that irritates me about the original creators of this game is they just screwed a lot of stuff like this up. All right, so we have Pardue. At least we should have Pardue and McIntyre versus the Glamour Girls up next. Let's see if we can get them 14. And let's hope. Oh, the girls are in there. Yeah, I could have just clicked that over, but that's okay. Let's hope that they're not tired here. They've worked one match since we've done this save. So let's hope that they're not tired too, because that seems to be the way everything is going with this game. We're going to give the win to Leilani Kai. Very good women's wrestler. And it's going to be a tainted win. The champions are going to cheat because that's what good heel champions do. Look at that. We have no stamina problem with the ladies here. Jimmy Jack Funk and Brad Rheingans. Brad Rheingans is busted up here, but he should still be okay. And they are going to go 12 here. So here's Brad Rheingans. And here is Jimmy Jack Funk. And I can see why Brad Rheingans was on the card here for the WWF, because he was such an outstanding wrestler in Minnesota and very well known. So that's obviously why McMahon and his cohorts put him on the card. Brad Rheingans was a terrific wrestler, ended up becoming a terrific trainer. I think very highly of him. I just don't think he was a good fit for the WWF at this time, and I'm pretty sure he was another one of those hires where McMahon hired him just to get him away from the AWA and to hurt the AWA. All right, next we have Johnny V and Beefcake, and their feud continues here. I'll tell you, everybody, this is the most fun that I have ever had with a save. I have learned so much about the WWF in 1987, so many things I didn't know, and I got to learn about so many of the wrestlers that I didn't know a whole lot about. Beefcake, of course, is going to get the win here, and this has just been an absolute blast running this save and learning so much about the WWF. I consider myself like a very amateur wrestling historian, and doing this kind of work and learning about companies and stuff like that really feeds that for me, and it's a lot of fun for me. All right, we have Koko Ware against Dangerous Danny Davis here. And Dangerous Danny Davis, I don't think he's won a match yet against Koko Ware, but we're going to have him win here. And it's not going to hurt Koko. And Davis is going to get the win by manager interference, of course, and he is managed by none other than Jimmy Hart. Right, Koko Ware is furious, So that puts an end to my plans of putting Danny Davis over. All right, so let's change it up here. Let's have Koko be Ware win by DQ due to the interference of Jimmy Hart. How's that sound? You think Koko will go for that one? Let's hope so. All right, that one is in the books, and nice to see that they have the stamina for that match. And up next, we have the Islanders against Orton and Muraco. They are going to go 20 minutes here. Said it before, and I'll say it again. The Islanders were a really good team. So were Orton and Muraco, frankly. And I thought the Islanders got even better once they turned heel. Because they were mean heels, like nasty heels. Just look at Tama. How could that guy ever be a babyface? He's just got a mean look to him. All right, we're going to leave this one open-ended. And we'll let the AI decide who's going to win this one. And next, we have our big chain match here. And I made sure to put it in the game. Yes. Because before it was just a Russian chain match. But I got it in there. And here is the mighty Hercules. And he is going against here Billy Jack Haynes. Billy Jack Haynes was a bad dude. And so was Hercules. All right, it's not just a chain match. It's a chain match. That's right. Chain match. Here we go. Hercules and Haynes getting it on here, everybody. And we're going to have this one be an epic. And I don't care who wins this one either. I'm perfectly happy with either one of these men getting the win. And let's see what the AI decides to do. Oh, no. We got this content risk crap. It's going to hurt our score. We're going to have to change. No, you know what? The heck with it. We're doing the chain match. We're doing it. I'm sure it's going to hurt us, but that's okay. We're just over 2 hours here for this match. I'm sorry for this card. Let's see how we do, everybody. We're going to start the show here. All right, there we go. Red text of doom. Tom Magee gets the win with that torture rack. That was his actual finisher. So that works out well. A whopping 30 overall for these two. All right, the Glamour girls get the win once again here over Candice Pardue and Velvet McIntyre. 37 overall. Candice Pardue was the real deal, everybody. She was like a big-time women's powerlifter. And they actually had her on Tuesday Night Titans. She was really good. Velvet McIntyre was an outstanding ladies wrestler, too. So, 37, red text of doom all over. I don't know why these ladies got gigged so bad here. But they did. A little disappointing, but what are you going to do? Jimmy Jack Funk versus Brad Rheingans. Brad Rheingans scores nice because it is in Minnesota, but we only get a 50 overall red text of doom because of the injury and the fact that Jimmy Jack Funk sucks. Brutus Beefcake gets the win over Johnny V here with the sleeper hold, 59 overall, and we are not doing well here, everybody on the score sheet. We are not doing well at all. How does Brutus Beefcake in 1987 only get a 57? Koko Ware beats Dangerous Danny Davis by DQ here when Jimmy Hart interfered, 79-41. He get a 67 overall. I'll take it. This helps their feud continue. And Billy Red Lions is as a road agent too. I don't want him as a road agent. So we're going to have to get him off of there. This is it. It's a learning experience, everybody. And let's see how our semi-main does. How do the Islanders and Orton and Muraco only get a 79? Well, you figured they'd get better than that. Tama's got a poor score. It's got to be due to popularity because it's certainly not because of skill. We got Bonus City here all the way through. Only inexperienced. This is kind of disappointing. I thought we'd get a better score than that. The main event, we're going to get hosed because of the chain match. Oh, boy. We're in serious trouble here, everybody. Because the main event is a big part of the score. We are definitely going to lose some popularity here. We only got a 55. Oh, I don't even want to leave a speech. I don't want to leave a speech. Ooh, that one hurts. That one hurts bad. We knew it was going to happen. I took the gamble, right? The main event got a really good score, too, between those two guys. Ouch. Hey, what are you going to do, you know? All right. You know, let's take a look at our product here. And risky angles will not go down well. Dangerous match setups will be penalized. See, this isn't right because this is not right because the WWF had cage matches and gimmick matches. So I'm not a big fan of this. I don't know. Cage matches are a big deal with the WWF, but they are very rare. So that they weren't because with the tour, the Bulldogs and the Hart Foundation were doing cage matches all the time. Right there. Fans will be upset by dangerous, controversial, or bloody match types. I'm going to have to look into this, everybody. And I will. I'll take a look at it, and we'll get it fixed. We learned our lesson with that one, didn't we? All right, Nelson Velu is going to work at home there in Canada. That's fine. He's just enhancement talent for us. Here we go. We got Tony Garea straightened out here. Beautiful. Oh, I accidentally clicked on all of them. I don't know who else we were waiting on. Gene Okerlund wants a pay request. Yeah, we'll give him an increase. No problem. All right, so I think we are all straightened out on wrestlers now. You know what? Let's take a look at our product base here. Just for the heck of it. Some of you might call this cheating. I'm just calling this being realistic here. So here we go. Classic Sports Entertainment. So that's what's going on here. If you go with Classic Balanced, yeah, see, this is Classic Sports Entertainment is good, but we should still be able to do those matches that we want to do. You know what? We'll worry about it later. We'll worry about it later. So, all right, so we got Tony Garea available now to wrestle. And frankly, I don't even remember who else was on there, but I think I had them all plugged in already for enhancement matches. We brought back Nick DiCarlo. I saw that. We'll team him with Frank Monty for enhancement, and actually we'll put him in here right now. They are an excellent team. Both these men are aged, but for enhancement, they're going to really help us here. And we're going to change Nick DiCarlo's picture and update it. Some of you don't know how to do this stuff, so I'll show you how to do it. I added Nick DiCarlo's updated photo after watching some matches with him from '84. He's a little bit older here, everybody. No, we don't need to do a alter ego for him. So up next, let's double check here. Yes, up next we're doing live event tour number 98. So there we are. We're going to be in Calgary. And got a heck of a card lined up here, including the Bulldogs and the Hart Foundation on top for the World Tag Team title. So that's going to do it for us, everybody, for this episode. It is New Year's Eve. Make sure you get out there and enjoy yourself tonight. Please don't drink and drive. If you're going to drink, make sure you set up a designated driver, or please use Uber or use a cab or go to a place that offers rides home. Just don't drink and drive. And also, please be careful, everybody, because New Year's Eve is amateur night. It's when the normal people that don't go out drinking go out drinking. They get all hammered. They end up fighting and yelling at each other. They're miserable. And then they try to drive home. So just be careful out there tonight. In fact, just stay home. If you're going to drink, have a party at home and have everybody sleep over or do something like that. All right. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave us a message below. Let us know how you found the channel. For those of you that are interested in version 9 of the Supermod, head on over to braddrake.net. Drop me a line. I'll be more than happy to send you a link to the database and the picture pack. And don't forget that tomorrow, January 1st, version 10 will be available to all of our Patreon members. For those of you that are not a Patreon member, you can find us at patreon.com/PowerCastNetwork. It's only $5 a month, everybody, but it gives you access to all the spreadsheets. It gives you access to the latest version of the Supermod, and it will also give you access to all of our shows early on and a bunch of other cool little stuff that we throw in there. Also, and last, if you would like to join us on social media, head on over to facebook.com/groups/1987supermod. You can also find us on Reddit with the subreddit of TEW 2020 Friends. Everybody, 2022 was an absolute blast and a great learning experience, and I can't believe that here January 1st, we're going to be hitting year 1 that I've been doing these shows. I have had so much fun, and I have learned so much about wrestling, and it has just been an absolute blast every day communicating with all of you and just enjoying old school wrestling together. Happy New Year, everybody. Take care.